In tonight's Ask Anthony, I have an update on a St. Augustine woman's moving nightmare. She's been waiting 2 months for her belongings to arrive in New Jersey. She contacted me for help because the moving company continued to charge her money after she had already paid $6,000, and well, she didn't think that was right. So I made some phone calls and got results.
I was out for dinner and came around the corner on Saturday night, and there was a moving truck in my driveway and two gentlemen on my front porch.
When I first spoke with Laurie Nolan at the beginning of April, she didn't think she would ever see her furniture or clothing again.
They said, "We have some furniture from Florida." And I was kind of skeptical, and I said, "Oh, really? I'd like to see it." And they opened up the back of the truck, and it was all my stuff.
Nolan had been waiting since February to get her belongings. Nolan moved from her 2-bedroom condo in St. Augustine to New Jersey to take care of her sick parents. She hired a moving company out of Orlando to bring her belongings up north.
I got on a plane with my purse. I didn't even have a suitcase.
She was given a quote of $3,500. She paid a deposit of $800. But the day before the move, she received a phone call. This is what she told me just a few weeks ago.
They called and they said they needed another $570 payment. So I did that. Then in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, they called me and they said, we think you're going to go over a little bit. So we would like an additional $1,700.
Nolan's belongings did arrive in New Jersey about a month later, but she says the movers asked for an additional amount, which was almost $2,000 just to unload the truck. She didn't pay it, so they drove off with her stuff.
Welcome to your professional moving and storage service.
I called the company, Today's Move Movers, and a representative answered. I asked to speak with an owner or manager about Nolan's situation and was told they were all in a meeting, but someone would call me back. No one called me back, but it appears someone was listening because Nolan didn't have to pay a dime this time.
You were my hero. You were the one that did it, got the ball moving. I don't have to worry about going out and buying furniture this summer. I have all my belongings.
And here's something you should know tonight. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis quietly signed Senate Bill 304 into law this month. This new law bans moving brokers from giving estimates or providing contracts for services that include estimated cost of a move. They must also stick with the quote provided to the customer unless that customer changes the order. You can find a link to this new law and more moving advice. I'm going to put this under the Ask Anthony tab on our website, firstcoastnews.com, or in the First Coast News app. And remember, you can always email me at askanthony@firstcoastnews.com.